Canada now ranked third number globally in foreign students attractions. 642,000 international students landed in Canada in the last decade. Canada's international students population has tripled over the past decade to 642,000 in 2019. Canada has moved into third place globally behind the United States of America and Australia. So United States is number one to get international students, Australia second, and Canada now third. This is Khalil Ahmed. If you haven't subscribed this channel yet, please do subscribe it. Hit the bell icon button to get new videos notification on time. So mostly international students, they are landing now in Canada for their quality education. Overall, 404,000 international students got their study permits in 2019. In the last decade alone, international students growth has tripled. Canada needs international students. Because of them, Canadian institutions get revenues from international students to meet their rising operating expenses, guys. This is the graph here issued by IRCC, Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, regarding study permit holders in Canada from December 31st to 2019. In these 20 years, how many study permits Canada has issued to international students? 2000 it was over 100,000 study permits were issued. But the mostly highlighted things here, in 2009, so it was almost 200,000 study permits were issued in Canada for foreign students. The most prominent is 2019. It shows 642,000 study permits were issued. This is the biggest one in 2019. So the data shows a 20 years record here for study permit. Like in this last 10 years, from 2009 to 2019, number of international students increased hugely, and the graph is going up and up, guys. So it means that in 2022 it will be more. Ontario is a province of Canada. That province got larger benefits from foreign students in Canada. In 2019, nearly 307,000 international students landed in Ontario. The second number is British Columbia, about 145,000 international students here. Quebec is on third number, 87,000 international students landed in Canada. Manitoba and Nova Scotia have high international students populations on a per capita basis, with some 19,000 international students in each province. So this is the record I'm showing you guys through some graphs. You can just make your decisions to come to Canada, the place where you can get so many benefits and higher quality education. Show you another graph, and this is the distribution of study permit holders province wise and territory wise, and it shows from 2015 to 2019. It shows 5 years data here. So the prominent figures are here. You see, number one is Ontario. I'm talking about province of Canada, territories of Canada that issued this study permit to international students, guys. Ontario issued 152,105 study permit in 2015, and in 2016 it issued 166,345 study permits they issued, and in 2017 over 236,000 study permits were issued, and in 2019 over 306. It is increasing year by year. You can see here. It means that Ontario has more potential to get international students for study here. That's why more students wants to land in Ontario. On the second number is British Columbia. British Columbia issued over 95,000 study permits in 2015. Over 144,000 study permits were issued in 2019. So it's increasing year by year. British Columbia, that is more hot region for international students to come here for study. And the third number is Quebec. Quebec issued over 50,000 study permits in 2015, and over 54,000 in 2016, over 61,000 in 2017, over 69,000 in 2018, and over 87,000 in 2019. These are the three regions that are very hot for international students. The data shows that Nova Scotia got over 10,000 in 2015, over 11,000 in 2016, over 13,000 in 2017, over 16,000 in 2018, over 18,000 in 2019. So in this way you can find here like Alberta also like over 19,000 in 2015, over 23,000 to 2016, over 26,000 in 2017, over 29,000 in 2018, and over 32,000 in 2019. So it's increasing year by year, guys. you can now decide which province to go for study. Prince Edward Island experienced the strongest growth over the past decade. Over the past decade, the province Prince Edward Island has experienced the strongest growth among all provinces and territories. Prince Edward Island's international students population has gone up nearly in 5 figures since 2010. Other provinces that have experienced at least a doubling of their international students population over this period including Newfoundland, Labrador, Quebec, Ontario and Manitoba. Around 56% of Canada's international students came from India and China, guys. Indian students have also benefited from the federal government's Students Direct Stream program, which is the fast-track study permit application system for Indians, Chinese, Filipinos, Vietnamese, Pakistanis, Senegals and Morocco's people. These are the 7 countries who got benefited from the Student Direct Stream programs. So this is the most fastest way to get into Canada for study. Canada's top 10 international student source countries: South Korea, France, Vietnam, the United States of America, Iran, Brazil and Nigeria. So these are the main countries international students are coming from. The top 20 sources countries are India, Vietnam, the Philippines, Colombia and Algeria. I show you another data issued by IRCC study permit holders according to the country wise, and the data shows from 2015 to 2019. The most prominent one is China. In 2015, Chinese students got over 117,000 study permits, guys. In 2016, over 131,000 students got study permit. In 2017, over 139,000 students got their study permit. And in 2018, over 141,000 students got their study permits. And in 2019, over 141,000 students got their study permits. India is on second number. In 2015, over 48,000 study permits were issued to the Indian student. In 2016, over 76,000 study permits were issued to Indian students. In 2017, over 123,000 study permits were issued. And in 2018, over 171,000 study permits were issued to Indian international students. And in 2019, over 219,000 study permits were issued to Indian students here in Canada. And on third number is France. So in 2015, students from France, they got over 20,000 study permits in Canada. So guys, you can see here this data is increasing year by year. You can understand that which countries students are getting high in numbers in Canada. In this way, you can decide which province of Canada is good for you for study. The United States currently has an estimated 1.1 million international students. Australia ranks second globally with its nearly 700,000 international students. Canada's 642,000 international students now rank third globally, ahead of the nearly 500,000 each hosted by China and the United Kingdom. Why Canada is so much attractive to international students? Canadian Bureau for International Education research shows that international students choose Canada due to the country's strong quality of education as well as its reputation as a multicultural and tolerant society. Some 60% of international students have also reported to Canadian Bureau for International Education that they are interested in becoming a permanent resident of Canada after their studies. Canada offers international students one of the world's most competitive packages, allowing them to work while they study, then obtain a post-graduation work permit to gain Canadian work experience, and then offers them more than 80 economic classes immigration streams to choose from. Another consideration is that while international students pay higher tuition than Canadian students, their overall expenses in Canada are lower than in the likes of the United States of America, Australia and the United Kingdom. A major reason for this is the Canadian dollar is weaker than the United States dollars, British pounds and the euro. 22 billion and over 170,000 jobs thanks to Canada's international students, guys. Canadian government research says that international students contribute some 22 billion annually to the country's economy and help to sustain over 170,000 jobs. More international students are obtaining permanent residence. For example, in 2019, the Canadian Experience class, which is designed for international students and temporary foreign workers with Canadian work experience, accounted for 34% of those who became immigrants through express entry. If you found this video helpful, informative, give a big thumb to this video. Hope see you soon in Canada, international students.